Hey guys, today I'm going to do a study on Exodus chapter 13. So let's get into it. The Lord spoke to Moses, concentrating every firstborn male to me, the firstborn of every womb among the Israelites, both man and domestic animal, it is mine. So the Lord said to Moses, set apart, concentrate every firstborn male to me, from the people, from both man and animals. Then Moses said to the people, remember this day when you came out of Egypt, out of the place of slavery, for the Lord brought you out here by the strength of his hand. Nothing leavened may be eaten. Today in the month of Ibid, you are going out. When the Lord brings you to the land of the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Hivites, and Jezebelites, which he swore to your ancestors that he would give you, a land flowing with milk and honey, you must carry out the ceremony this month. For 7 days you must eat unleavened bread, and on the 7th day there is to be a festival to the Lord. Unleavened bread is to be eaten for those 7 days. Nothing leavened may be found among you, and no yeast may be found among you in all your territory. So, Moses said to the people, remember that the Lord brought you out through his strength, through all the miracles, and you must not eat any leaven. And you must celebrate this and he's gonna bring you into the land he promised, which belonged the land of Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Hivites, and Jezebelites, and it will be a land flowing with milk and honey. And you must do the ceremony. And 7 days you must eat unleavened bread, and then the 7th day there is be a festival to the Lord. On that day, explain to your sons, this is because what the Lord did for me when I came out of Egypt. Let it serve as a sign for you on your high hand, and as a reminder on your forehead. So the Lord's instruction may be in your mouth, for the Lord brought you out of Egypt with a strong hand. Keep the statute appointed the time from year to year. So this is so that when you have sons, you would do this festival, and you would say, this is because what the Lord did for me when he brought us out of Egypt. And it will serve as a sign as a reminder that the Lord's instruction may be found in your mouth. So this is so that you can remember the Lord's instructions. Keep the statute appointed time from year to year. So do this annually, do this each and every year. And all this is to keep in remembrance what the Lord has done for you. When the Lord brings you into the land of the Canaanites, as he swore to you and your ancestors, and he gives it to you, you to present to the Lord every firstborn male of the womb. All the firstborn offspring of livestock you own that are males will be the Lord's. You must redeem every firstborn of a donkey with a flawed animal, but if you do not redeem it, break its net. However, you must redeem every firstborn among your sons. So he's saying, once you get into this land, once the Lord gives you the land that he has promised, you are to present every firstborn male of humans and animals to the Lord. In the future, when your son asks you, what does this mean? Say to him, by the strength of his hand, the Lord brought us out of Egypt, out of the place of slavery. When Pharaoh stubbornly refused to let us go, the Lord killed every firstborn male in the land of Egypt. Both were firstborn of human and firstborn of livestock. That is why I sacrifice to the Lord all the firstborns of womb that are males, but I redeem all the firstborns of my son. So let it be a sign on your hand, a symbol on your forehead, for the Lord brought us out of Egypt by the strength of his hand. So, when your descendants, when your sons ask you what this means, you are to tell them that God has brought you out of slavery, and even though Pharaoh was stubborn and didn't let us go for a long time, the Lord killed every firstborn male in the land of Egypt, firstborn of humans and firstborn of livestock. So that's why I sacrifice to the Lord. That's why you sacrifice to the Lord the firstborn of the womb, and you redeem all the firstborns of my sons. And it will be a symbol and this will be there to be a symbol to remind yourself that the Lord has brought you out of Egypt. When Pharaoh let the people go, God did not lead them along the road to the land of the Philistines, even though it was nearby. For God said the people would change their minds and return to Egypt if they faced war. So, so there was a route, and the route, there was a road to the closest land to Egypt was the place of the Philistines. But God didn't want them to go down that route, because if they did go down that route, they would like meet the Philistines, and the Philistines, like, if they face, the people would change their mind and return to Egypt if they face war. So the Philistines most likely would war against them, because the Philistines, like, God knew that the Philistines were like battle hungry and like bloodthirsty. So if they went this way, they would like to go back to slavery. Yeah. So he led the people around towards the Red Sea along the road of the wilderness, and the Israelites left the land of Egypt in battle formation. Moses took the bone of Joseph with him, because Joseph made the Israelites swear a solemn oath, saying, God will suddenly come to your aid. Then you must take my bones with you from this place. So Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, because Joseph wanted to be taken out. Like as it says, God will suddenly come to your aid. Then you must take my bones out with you from this place. Because also in Genesis 50, he also says something like that. Yeah. I'm about to die, but God will suddenly come to your aid and bring you up from this land and land as you swore to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. When God comes to your aid, you are to carry my bones out from here. And that's the reason why he took Joseph, like Joseph's body. They set out from Succoth and camped at Ethtam, at the edge of the wilderness. The Lord went ahead of them in a pillar of cloud to lead them on their way during the day, and in a pillar of fire to give them light at night, so that they could travel day or night. The pillar of cloud by day and the pillar of the fire by night never left its place in front of the people. So the Lord went on ahead of them in a pillar of cloud to lead their way during the day, and a pillar of fire to give them light at the night, so they can travel both day and night. So the Lord was leading them through through this wilderness road to the Red Sea, and eventually to the land that He promised. And He was giving them guidance, like through a pillar of cloud during the day and a pillar of fire during the night. And yeah. So this is a study of Exodus chapter 13, which has more instructions about it has instructions about the unleavened bread, and it also has God bringing His people like the God is bringing His people to the Red Sea, so that they can cross it and go to the land where He promised. And yeah. So, if any experienced Christian sees this and I said something wrong, please correct me. And if you like this video, like it. If you think I'm doing something good, subscribe, and I will see you the next day if the Lord wills. Bye.